I cannot breathe. Which you know is not true. You're literally breathing right now. But you have to tell poetic lies to establish your love. And if you don't do it, what do they say? You are not romantic. Why? Because I cannot see the sunset in your eyes. And so, taking a cue from love and channeling my inner Shakespeare, I want to tell you how much I love you. Because last time I was on Hard Facts, it was a Friday. Today is Monday. So I have not been with you for a couple of days. And I missed you. Nothing comes to mind. I tried. Hopefully next time I can lie to you. Good afternoon. Welcome to Hard Facts and 92.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Sam Chinedu. It's yet another amazing day. This is the 19th day of the first month in 2026. If you are in tune with the times, you will tell that we've spent more days in January than we have days left. We've spent 19. We have about 11 to wrap up this month. Yes, indeed. Time is moving. And I'm hoping that your plans and projections for this year are still on course. If they're not, you can always retrace your steps. That's a good thing about life. You can always start over. All right, we start with the big stories, as we always do at the beginning of the show. Senegal wins AFCON in dramatic final. My goodness, what a game last night. Everything that could happen, happened. But eventually, the trophy was lifted by Senegalese hands. That trophy right now has Senegalese footprints, fingerprints all over it. And many people were excited, including yours truly. I was super excited, ecstatic even, that Morocco did not win. Is that bad ballet? Maybe. Do I regret it? Hell no. Wike Fubara engaged PANDEF Peace Committee. Interesting. That one definitely catches attention because for the longest possible time, we've been looking for a resolution to these problems. PANDEF just might be the answer. Or are they? APC rules out automatic ticket for Fubara and other defecting governors. And finally, with the big stories, residents risk explosion scooping fuel from a Apapa tanker. I'm not quite sure what has happened there, but at the time of filing this report, a tanker had fallen and, well, Nigerians, went there to scoop fuel. At 4 o'clock, we'll be talking about the court issuing an interim injunction against the Rivers Assembly's impeachment move. That happened last week. I'll have a lawyer join me to talk about the what, the why, the how. And at 5, a police inspector shot dead by a colleague in Port Harcourt. Of course, that conversation bothers on the psychological state of our gallant officers. 6 brings the major news. After that, it's open season. Stay with me. Hard Facts 92.3 Nigeria Info. Sam Chinedu here. Well, Senegal are African champions after a hard-fought 1-0 win over host Morocco in the AFCON final last night. The match was marred with controversies as Senegal had a goal ruled out and then considered a late penalty. The Senegalese players walked off the pitch in protest but later reappeared before Brahim Diaz missed a spot kick. Papa Gueye scored in extra time to seal Senegal's second AFCON title. My goodness. What does Senegal deserve at a time like this? I wonder. I'm not quite certain. But it seems an applause will suffice. Yes, indeed, it will. Yep. Well done, Senegal. You see, that's not the kind of game you should be told about. It's not the kind of game that you just watch the highlight. You need to live every second of it. And I'm grateful that I did. It was crazy. Now, there have been allegations that in this AFCON, the officiating has favored the host. And there could be arguments made for or against. Of course, with our Nigerian bias, the semi-final against Morocco seemed like it did not exactly go in our favor. Beyond the quality of play, the officiating just seemed a bit off. It was like they were blowing against us more, and the ref could not find his whistle when it was supposed to be for us, right? But again, you could argue that, oh, we didn't put up a good performance. We had just 2 shots the entire game. Chukwueze threw away the penalty, right? Those arguments could balance the claim of foul play. But you see that Senegal game, that's final. Nobody is arguing. That ref has questions to answer. I don't know who you are, what you believe in, or what you watched. Even Morocco, I don't think they can deny. My goodness, it was crazy. It was brazen. It was... Someone should give me a word that also kind of works with the rhyme scheme. Senegal needed to win. Like, it was important that they won. Beyond me seeking vengeance because, well, the host knocked out my team and relegated us to a third place position, right? Just watching that game, if you were a neutral watching the game yesterday, you started the game and you didn't have any team you were supporting, towards the end, you would really want Senegal to win because it was, I just cannot describe the words. And then, now on social media, because I didn't see that in the game yesterday while I was watching, when I was seeing what we might call behind-the-scene footage of the Moroccans somehow being interested in goalkeepers' towel. I don't know whether they don't have towel in their... What's the problem? And this morning, many different variations of trends followed that headline. But lots of people said football won. And I agree. I'm biased in this case. I completely agree. So congratulations to Senegal, champions of Africa. And congratulations to the third place team, the Super Eagles. I can't remember what team came second. I will remember after this break. Stay with me. in the big stories. And we've started on a football note. Senegal winning the AFCON in a dramatic fashion. Well, the update to that is that same country, Senegal, who are currently the champions of Africa until the next AFCON, of course, their president, Senegalese President Bassirou Diomaye, has officially declared Monday a paid public holiday across the country in celebration of their AFCON win. The decision followed the victory of the Senegalese national football team, the Teranga Lions, over host nation Morocco in AFCON, which took place on Sunday, the 18th of January in Rabat. The head of state declared a day off and fully paid salaries to be paid to public sector workers to allow the nation celebrate the victory. Senegal on Sunday night defeated Morocco 1-0 after extra time to win the AFCON. And it's amazing how football eventually affects the nation. You remember the World Cup from 2022? Saudi Arabia also declared a public holiday after winning Argentina. It wasn't even the entire tournament. It was just a group game. But yeah, it was a big win. That team had and still has Messi. So I don't exactly blame Saudi Arabia for that. But it's all good. Congratulations once again to Senegal for making Africa proud, especially in this fashion. All right, we go from football to River State, where we have a unique set of challenges. But it seems there is hope, light at the end of the tunnel, that the political tension may ease following renewed intervention by elder statesmen from the Niger Delta. The Pan-Niger Delta Forum Reconciliation Committee, set up to mediate the river's political crisis, met separately with the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara. PANDEF's national chairman and former ambassador to Scandinavian countries, Dr. Godknows Igali, disclosed this while speaking with newsmen on Saturday. He says the forum recently constituted a 7-man reconciliation committee headed by former Attorney General of the Federation, Kanu Agabi, to find a lasting solution to the protracted crisis in the oil-rich state. Igali says the willingness of both political leaders to meet with the committee shows they also want peace. He adds that the panel is engaging other critical stakeholders, including traditional rulers aligned with either side, and insists progress is being made with no cause for alarm. That's interesting. Well, on Saturday, the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, said he will continue to discharge his constitutional responsibilities despite the political challenges. Governor Fubara spoke at the final of the Port Harcourt International Polo Tournament held at the Port Harcourt Polo Club, GRA. He says his administration will continue to support individuals and groups who genuinely want peace and development in the state.
You had your tournament for 1 week, and the president boldly telling the world that there was no incident. It shows that we are working and River State is safe. And that is the basic responsibility of government. So essentially, each time you're having your tournament, there's always